Our journey to this point begins in the mid-20th century, the dawn of the space age. The world watched as the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, into orbit in 1957. The United States quickly followed suit, igniting a space race that lasted throughout the Cold War. This period introduced the concept of militarizing space, with both superpowers developing anti-satellite weapons and reconnaissance satellites. As we moved into the new millennium, the space race morphed into a kind of space cooperation, with the establishment of the International Space Station, a joint venture among several nations. However, the possibility of space warfare never quite disappeared. Fast forward to 2024, and space has become increasingly commercialized. Private companies led by visionaries like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are launching satellites and planning manned missions to Mars. As more and more entities stake their claim in outer space, the potential for conflict increases. Recently, in 2023, NATO expressed concerns over Russia's potential to disrupt underwater infrastructure, highlighting the vulnerability of our global networks. Imagine, then, the potential havoc if such tactics were applied to our satellites and space stations. This brings us to the crux of our discussion. We've explored the evolution of space exploration, from a Cold War race to a cooperative venture, and now to a potential battlefield. We've seen how the militarization of space has persisted, even as we've become more interconnected and dependent on this outer realm. And we've considered the potential threats to our space infrastructure, as evidenced by recent disruptions in underwater networks. In conclusion, the possibility of a war in outer space is not just science fiction. It's a reality we must grapple with as we continue to reach for the stars. The question remains, how will we navigate this new frontier? Will we succumb to conflict, or can we find a way to maintain peace as we venture further into the cosmos? Only time will tell.